Hello there. I'm Jess, and I'll be your tour guide today. Please remember to stick with the group, keep your hands inside the vehicle at all times, and promise to never judge me for the mess you see on my floor. Ever. Okay, scratch that. Hi, I'm Jess, and I'm uncomfortable sitting and talking to a camera, especially enthusiastically. I think my neighbors can probably hear me. More uncomfortable. Okay. Let's erase all of that and start over. Hi, I'm Jess, and welcome to my channel. So, on this channel, you'll find me making stuff. I make a lot of stuff in varying types, so mostly I make garments, and that's a lot of what you've seen so far. I also make costumes, and props, and bags, and jewelry, and mandalas, and stuff out of yarn, and carpentry on occasion. I'm not great at it. And I do embroidery, and I'm looking around at this stuff. I used to work at a makerspace, so I have a lot of 3D printed stuff that I still have to work through. And I make stuffed animals, like Tito here. So I have a lot of supplies, most of which live in this bin, and my fabric stash, and under my table, and next to my window. Some of it's in my bedroom. I have a lot of supplies. I've said before, when people ask me what my hobbies are, that my hobby is collecting hobbies. About once a year, I get an itch that I can only scratch by learning something new. And so this year it was bobbin lace, which I made a video on, and I think that it lives up here on the cards. I'm not positive. It could be here. We're gonna find out. Last year it was foam smithing, and I'll have a video out with the product of that sometime soon. And sometimes it's just picking up something that I left behind. There was a long period where I didn't do any embroidery, and when I picked that up one year, it just stuck. So, you're gonna see a lot of stuff. It's not all gonna make sense or intertwine, but sometimes it will, and I hope that you join me for this journey. I'm very bad at outros, so I'm going to do something else. So here are some questions that no one has asked me yet, but I feel like answering. So I started sewing when I was a kid. My mom let me help her make me a dress. But when I really got interested in starting sewing was a couple years later. I started quilting the weekend after New Year's Day of 2004, and I'll share that story another time. There's a couple of details that I need to really dig in and remember. I drink tea a lot. I don't drink coffee. Just tea. A lot of tea. No one should know how much tea, but you see a lot of it in the videos. I love my BB-8 mug. It's one of my favorites. So I've been crocheting probably since 2002. I started knitting about a year later. Fun fact, I taught myself how to knit using sharpened pencils. Sharpened pencils that didn't have a coating on them. It was just the pencils that I had just sharpened. Light pink yarn and pencils do not mix. How often do I start or restart different projects? In a week? Or a day? A lot. It's also my living room. Costumes are how I got started sewing garments. I worked at a costume shop in college, so I got very used to sewing and altering and mending garments for other people's shapes. And then I transitioned to making garments for myself. But at the same time, when I make garments for myself, there's a limit to how many I need, because I don't need as many things as I have, honestly, but I keep making them. And so making costumes and figuring out the puzzle pieces of how to fit the character's visuals to my body, and also on a budget, is something that gets out my creativity, and I get to put that into use, especially when I get bored of sewing garments, because I like to make the same thing over and over with slight variations, but over and over and over and over and over and over. Occasionally, when I wear the costumes, I can play around in character, but not often. So I run a computer lab at a college where I teach digital art and film software. So in theory, I'm good at editing videos. Let's emphasize in theory there. My favorite program is actually Illustrator. Illustrator's fun, and I'm so used to using it for laser cut stuff. Next question.
Gonna start again. I don't know this late. I'm gonna regret that. Excuse me. But that's how it felt. Felt like a burp. Even though I think someone needs a muffler.